Hey everyone and welcome back. It's Rusty Hopes here, and today I'm gonna scratch the surface of human psychology and behavior. So let's get the show going. The routine tasks we do in our daily lives, they are automatic in the sense that we apply learned behavior patterns like muscle memory, might ring a bell, without thinking about it at all. Now, this is of course a good thing because it allows us to function probably. For example, we can walk or ride a bike without having to constantly think about it and consciously do it. You get the point. But what do you think happens when our actions slash reactions are counterproductive, or in my Dota 2 specific example here, flat out harmful? Well, to be blunt here, you or me in this case do stupid shit, and this is just the way us humans are coded. And most of the times we are totally unaware of what exactly is governing our actions, and thus we are unable to correct the bad behavior models. Now the following example is, like I said, it's Dota 2 specific, and I know I said I kind of wanted to focus on the things you can do outside the game, but this is no exception, it's just an example. Um, the thought processes and patterns function the same way no matter what you do. So don't stop watching just yet, because I just felt this was such an important thing in relation to my journey of becoming a better player. I had to share with you guys ASAP. So I was able to identify three things that have made me lose games I should have and I could have won. One, not one, one. First, let me give you the reasoning behind them. Because when I first started playing Dota, I was always playing with people a lot better than me. I was kind of used to getting carried, and I don't think I ever had the chance to take responsibility. And I could always trust on my friends and teammates to perform. And, well, you could almost say my Dota persona never had to grow up. Now, this combined with the fact that when I was younger, I had a tendency to impress and please people. And well, getting rid of that kind of behavior took me a long time in real life, and apparently bits of it was still left in my play style. So the first thing I got myself doing was that I oftentimes try to go for a needlessly flashy play, just to impress others, like wasting skill or item cooldowns, or waiting for the very last second before self-healing or blinking away, etc., etc. You Dota 2 players, you know what I'm talking about. And number two, I often sacrificed myself trying to save others, or just stayed around a lost team fight for too long while, I don't know, maybe contemplating a saving move, and often ended up getting picked off and killed without saving anyone or doing anything at all. And even the best case scenario, I ended up wasting time that would have been better spent elsewhere. And lastly, number three, I underestimated my importance to the team or completely misunderstood my role, thus not taking enough farm priority, for example, and always, well, not always, but sometimes ending up rather useless, underleveled, and underfarmed. And I actually remember a few games where I was playing an offlane playmaker, and instead of making the plays, instead of making stuff happen, I might have just sat behind my cores, protecting them, but not anymore, not anymore. And these are all rather obvious and simple things to see for an objective outsider. But for me to first of all admit them just to myself and to understand them on a basic level, it took me a dozen games where I really had to focus and think and sort of challenge myself. Like, I think it's the Dunning-Kruger effect at play here, because our egos and identities and our sense of self, they are very bad at taking critique, and it can be hard and painful even to man the F up and accept the fact that you might not be where you want to be just yet, that you might have a long way to go before you are where you think you are or want to be at skill-wise. And after realizing these three simple things, my gameplay got a lot better and a way more stable. So yeah, I'm currently playing my most enjoyable Dota, pretty much like ever, and I'm well on my way to 6k. Booyah! 5.6k currently. And there are reasons aside the obvious one of me just performing better that helps me win games now. Like, because of me not doing so much said stupid shit, my team can rely on me more and trust on me, place their faith in me, and it's a lot easier to coordinate, say, ganks and things, strategy, and adjust to every game separately, because now my mental energy and my focus is not wasted at trying to look for the issues or worrying about them, or trying to correct them in a putting a band-aid on a wound kind of way that doesn't last and takes up so much of your mental energy. And well, yeah, that's pretty much it. So to recap, it's damn hard to change the way you do, think, and feel without knowing what's driving you at the very core. And that's actually gonna be the topic for my next video, which I'm very excited about. So stay tuned, and don't be afraid to leave comments or questions below. And if this was something that you might be interested in, I do recommend you follow me on Twitter and Twitch to better keep up with my irregular streaming schedule. So perhaps you can join me in thinking and talking about this and much, much more. So thanks for watching again. Rusty Hopes out. Gots to win some dots.